Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jinchu. Today, I'm gonna share what happened and what I learned during our last camping trip. I hope my video will help you plan your next camping trip. We've camped at several national parks so far, and honestly, before this trip, I could only be thankful for Mother Nature for giving us the opportunity to explore freely. However, this trip taught me that humans can't do anything against the anger of Mother Nature. A few weeks ago, Fred and I went to Inyo National Forest with a 6 days plan of camping and hiking. We were super excited about our trip because it was our first visit to the Mammoth Lakes area. But we ended up leaving in a hurry on day 3 because of the severe smoke from the fires. Yeah, obviously we had to escape. So what happened during our trip? First of all, we couldn't make a campground reservation online because everything was fully booked. Fortunately, we were able to find an empty first come first served site because we arrived on a weekday which wasn't too crowded. We paid for the 6 days in cash. Since we were so tired from the long drive and tent setup against the strong wind, we started hiking from day 2. We hiked to Crystal Lake, which was crystal clear, and I think it was a good warm-up before we tried other longer hikes. On day 3, we hiked to Little Lakes Valley where we passed by multiple beautiful lakes. By the time, everything was fine and we were excited about our remaining hikes. However, all of a sudden, the situation changed totally. So I filmed this when we were headed back to the campground on day 3. Look at all this smoke. The mountains should have been there, but we couldn't see them hidden behind the smoke. At first, we couldn't believe that it's because of the smoke. But yeah, obviously the smoke was spreading to the Mammoth Lakes area. And we remembered how we suffered from the wildfire last year, so we concluded that there was no way for us to continue this trip any longer. We just decided to take down the tent, pick up our camping stuff, and run away from the smoke. I know, it was so frustrating because not only did we have to drive for so long to get here, this was supposed to be our week-long hiking trip, which we planned down to the last detail. And because we just paid fully in cash, we were afraid that we may not fully get our money back. Still, we might as well give it a shot. The issue with getting a refund. When we checked out with the campground host and discussed the possibility of getting a refund, he said our money has already been processed, so he can do anything for us. He told us to call him later. Okay, so did we get our money back?
Nope.
But we got something else instead. What is it and how? Next day we called the campground, but they never picked up. We kept calling and left messages, but no one called back. After a few days, we called recreation.gov. They said they can give my money back only if I have an order number. So obviously it's much easier to request a refund if you make a reservation online through recreation.gov. They will just charge you a cancellation fee, but fees for additional nights will be refunded. But for us, that didn't work because we paid in cash for a first come first served site, and we didn't have an online order number. So they said no, they can't give me a refund. It was sad, but it made sense to us. However, we don't give up that easily, right? So instead of calling the campground directly, we were able to call the Inyo campground management. Finally, they picked up our call and we explained our situation. But he said he can't refund the money because basically the campground is not responsible for natural disasters and smoke would qualify as a natural disaster. However, what he can do is he can send us a free stay at a campground of our choice. As camping lovers, there's no reason why we would refuse this, right? So we got the free coupon finally. And now we can start planning our next camping vacation. What I learned. I think the biggest priority for any trip should be safety. The air quality was really bad. It said over 200 on popular.com. And I'm pretty sure it was not a good idea to sleep while breathing in the smoke outside on that day. So for us, it was the best choice to leave the campground right away, even though I saw other campers just stay in their tents and even start campfires. I really hope everyone who camped in the area was safe. And of course, I've also said that we were not able to go on more beautiful hikes that week, but we and our lungs do not regret our decision. I believe we'll come back when Mother Nature allows us. I want to tell you 3 lessons we learned. First, be careful with paying in cash and making a first-come, first-served reservation. This will make you frustrated in regards to the refund issue. Second, check the wildfire warnings before planning to camp in summer. See the wildfire maps and check out the air quality often. Last but not least, don't risk your safety while exploring nature. Humans are simply helpless when faced with the true power of nature. As they say in Hawaii, the waves are not your friend. Always respect how destructive nature can be and never be too confident. I hope you can plan your next camping and hiking trips by studying lots about your destination. I will see you guys in my next video.